Hey, second grade. Hi, it's Father Rozman, and I'm here today with Coco in front of the church. And what we're going to do is show you the inside of our confessional. Why don't you come in and join me in the church? Come on, girl. Okay, since I'm the only one in the church today, I'm going to take this off. And as we always do, we come in, and since Jesus is here, of course, when we go in, we will genuflect. And when you're looking for the confessional, it's to the left over on that side of the church. So you'll come in. And if you need to sit down and wait for your turn, you can sit right here. This is our confessional. Now, if you're wondering if the door is closed and if anyone is in there or not, you look up and you see the light above it. The green light means that you can go in. And if there is also the red light, it means someone's in there with Father, and so you have to wait until they come out and that light turns back to green. Okay? So what you do is you come in this way. And this is our confessional. What you will see here is a kneeler. If you want to go behind the kneeler so the priest doesn't know that it's you, you can do that. He will be sitting on the other side. And if you want to face him, what you can do is come in and just sit right here. And you can go to face with Father. You would close the door, and then you have this privacy here between you and Father. And what Father will do is talk with you a little bit about your sins. He'll ask you when your last confession was. He'll ask you to tell him your sins. And then before you receive the prayer of what we call absolution or forgiveness, Father will ask you to do a penance, which is normally some type of prayer or maybe a very simple action. And that's to show God that you are very, very sorry for your sins. He will ask you also to say the act of contrition. And I know that you're learning that. And if you have any trouble remembering that, Father will help you through that. But here in our confessional, we have a paper that you can pick up and you can follow along with. Okay? So when you're finished, Father will say, go in peace. What you'll do is get back up. You'll go out. If he gave you a penance, make sure that you do that before you go out of the church. And all of your sins are forgiven, and you are like a brand new person. So again, this is our confessional. And I think it's a beautiful room that we have in order to meet God in the sacrament of reconciliation. Now, we also have another room that we use. I want to show you that just in case this one is being used and there's another priest who's here to offer confessions. I'll show you where that is as well. Okay, so if there are two priests here for confessions and this room, this confessional is being used, the other place that you can go is in the infant chapel, which we convert into a confessional. So you'll come through this door, and if it is closed and if the red light is on, you have to wait until the person in there is finished. When they come out, they will leave the door open, and then you can go in and either kneel behind the curtain, and Father will be on the other side, or you can sit across from Father, and that way you will be able to see him and he can see you for your confession. Okay? During this pandemic, when we're not allowed to be in a space like this, it has to be a lot bigger, where we have it over in the school building, the Parish Life and Education Center. So I'll just do a quick showing of that to you, and then this will show you what we we have available for confessions here at St. Joseph's. In the meantime, please remember to start learning your act of contrition. It's really a good prayer to pray and to know and to really make sure that you are meaning all the words in your heart as you ask God for forgiveness. All right, Coco, you ready to go and see the plaque? Let's go, girl. Okay, here we are now outside our Parish Life and Education Center. This is also known, of course, as our school, where you have religious education classes, and our school meets here. Coco is not with me for this part of the tour. It was time for a nap for her, so I took her back, and since it's a little cold out, I got a coat for myself. But I just want to briefly show you what you do when you're coming here for confessions. As you go through the door, you'll come into the vestibule, and you will see chairs. They're not here yet, but you will see chairs, and people will be sitting in them, waiting in line for their turn to go to confession. You'll have an opportunity to go either into the gym or through the doors into the cafeteria. You're going to see 3 chairs in a row. They're at least 6 feet apart. And right in this chair in the center, Father is going to be seated with his back toward you. So if you would like to remain anonymous, you can go into this chair, which is behind him. Or you can go all the way down here and sit in this chair, so that you are then facing him and do your confession that way. Father will give you an opportunity to receive the sacrament, and then he'll give you a penance, and it's best if you do that penance on your way out, or if it is easier for you to do it in a quiet place at home, and make sure you do it so you don't forget it.